2 days in a row.
Beautiful sunshine, clear skies.
Birds chirping. Ladies and gentlemen, is this the sign that British summer is on the way?
Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm welcoming your faces to a new dawn and a new day.
Where my name is Tom, I film every single day of my life and put it on the weekdays for your faces. That's my new and improved intro.
But today is clearly a stunning day.
My soul feels filled.
But my stomach currently feels empty.
Oh, I know what I'm having. Potato cakes.
Genuinely have no idea if it's made of potato.
But what I can tell you is that it's delicious.
And who doesn't want to wash it down with pink fluffy clouds?
Lydia's made me a milkshake. Oh my gosh.
How many grams of sugar in that?
Don't care.
To my dentist, I am sorry. But to myself, I regret nothing.
Okay, Pulaski.
You are up as my vehicle of choice today because, kabam! We are heading down to the 110 instantly today because I have Network Rail on site.
And I want to see what's occurring.
Oh, as well as
There being a van outside my house belonging to a nail smart man. Ooh.
it's all popping off.
And in some places, all breaking off.
Which is why we got the guy in high vis here.
Thank you for fixing our fences.
Safety and security issue taken care of.
Whoa! Flipping drone just came flying down the lane. And there is the Jedi Master. Oh my god, this is terrifying.
You just never know what's going to happen next with Chris Tate. 1 minute he's got a cement mixer on site, and next minute he's flying drones. But I have teleported
To the top of the land, and I've gained a booski. Awesome!
because you, my boy, have got a dinner date play date with your cousins at my mum's house, and I'm meeting up with my sister.
So let's go! Who is it? Who is it? Is it Grandma? Can you say Grandma? Oh, you can see Arlo in the window.
Can you say hello? Yes! Oh god, his speech is improving. At nursery, they sent an assessor around like they do for the kids and stuff, like from the doctors, and he's doing great. He's doing great. And to think people were worried about you, as if my son was going to end up being a mute.
It breaks my heart having to say goodbye to him, but it allows me to get on with shenanigans like this. What on earth?
It looks like a tornado's been through here,
Is that what you wanted?
but instead, it was a Joe.
In that thing.
I knew there was shit in there,
But not that much.
but not that much.
I thought it was going to be the case of just scrape off the top layer because it was just dumped on the on the ground, but it's just mountains of buried rubble and shite. Look at that, it's a full brick in the ground.
We knew this hedge line was built on a bed of rubbish, but not that bad.
Not that bad. I mean, some of them are not even rooted into
They're not, they've just grown around
Yeah.
the bricks and they're holding onto the bricks for dear
Yeah.
life. So this is where we got to ask the question. Do we just rip it all out and reinstate a brand new, beautiful hedge line? Because half of them are going to fall over because they're just attached like that much into the ground. Or do we try a plan B or something?
It's the, no, I think we've got to check them out and put a nice new edge line in.
That's what I just said.
All right, yeah.
Bring the 13 tonner down.
I want to keep that tree, so I don't want to like open it up too much. But if it's just you don't build a good solid foundation for like us being here forever on top of shit.
No,
We're getting rid of the shit, doing it properly, and then it'd be lush and there forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what? Another bit of wind and these crappy trees that have either root, they'll just come down anyway, won't they?
Yeah.
So they either come down at a later date when we've done loads of work to it, or we get rid of them now and do it properly.
I'd get rid of them now because it might come down on top of one of us.
Yeah.
We'll get the 13 tonner.
Okay, with the green light from Andy.
Who is our resident nature man? Start again.
Yeah, I think so.
Not him start again. He's starting it again. Because it's just absolutely crap. All these are going to fall over. The hedge line's just ripped to pieces and full of rubble. We might as well double down and do it properly.
I just can't believe we've got so much more wood to process.
I swear, man, it's like one step forward, 15 steps back for this line sometimes. Even Joe just said, you thought this was going to be a quick job? We just thought that was a mound of rubble. Couldn't have been more wrong.
I thought they were just piles on top of the soil.
Thought they were just piles on top of the soil. So did I.
And so it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Begins.
And here he is. He's heard Shenando's were afoot, so he's come to say hello.
Yahoo!
In the true state of the 110, it was supposed to be as simple as just scrape out some crap, job done. But it turns out the people before us being blessed with this land have dumped a lot more than we were expecting.
So we're talking escalation.
Yeah. Always.
Escalation on the 110.
To the point where
Didn't expect anything else.
I'm only this far into today and I'm like, get me to the pub.
But we're going to put a pin in that pint because I'm hopping in with Joe.
We're going to head off to one of his tree nurseries. That's actually what his family first originally did before everything that then Joe is capable of doing and does. We're going to head to one of the nurseries and see what trees he's got to put in place.
We're about to go and look at trees that are 20 years old.
Yeah. When I thought we were planting trees in the gap, replacing them, I thought, oh, they'll be about that high, and we'll just have to wait years for them to grow back. And Joe went, no, yeah, they might be as tall as the ones you're taking out. So we're about to find out.
We have arrived at our tree destination.
Now, you see, when Joe said laurels, I thought he meant like these coloured ones, green ones.
But he actually meant these ones.
Portuguese laurels.
And Joe was not lying. They are as big as the stuff that would be taken out. The thing is, I just really like this colour because the lightness of just a typical laurel. Whereas that's got like a bit more of a darkness to it. But I'm like, is that more seeming like natural of pulling onto the lane and going down to the farm than this that like nearly everyone's got at the front of the house in housing estates and stuff? Are we in agreement then?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your delivery time, Joe?
15-foot trees, just ready to go. What's that about? Why do you have everything? Mental.
Okay, we've seen them.
You don't like them?
Oh, whoa, I didn't say that. This gone, and the trees we've just seen in its place. It's not that I don't like it, they're just they were the wrong colour I was expecting.
Being here now and looking at like the colour of like the nature around it, I think if you were to go
They're
down...
the same colour as the ivy in the trees.
No, I agree. But I've just been up there surrounded by the bright laurels and I'm like, oh, I like them ones. But I think if you put them there, I don't think they'd work.
Well, the shiny ones. They're too shiny.
Too shiny. It would look like a manufactured...
Right. Not a la natural.
Yeah.
So I think you might be bringing a forest from the other side of the hill. Down here. Bruh.
It is just insane how things escalate on the 110. Like I said to the lads, imagine if we would have just bought like at 110 field. It was just like one big like square flat open field, just as simple as that. And that was our starting point. The amount of progress we would have made from like the time I was owning the 110 till now would have been insane. You know what I mean? We'd probably have all new barns built. We wouldn't have been wasting time removing all this rubbish and all this waste, dealing with asbestos, all that sort of stuff. But you don't have to take it into the balancing act of that dream, that idea didn't exist, doesn't exist. And if it did, it would probably be hours and hours and hours and hours away. And we wouldn't have it on our doorstep. So we have to take the 110 for what it is. Bit rough around the edges. Very rough in some points, but it's ours. We are going to make it right. It's just a shame that it costs so much money and takes so much time to do so. But good things come to those who wait. And I waited 12 years for the 110. And if I have to put 12 years into it to make it exactly the way we want it, then it'll be worth it. It's just, it would be nice if we like dug up a hole and it just didn't consist of like landfill and shit every freaking time. But look at this.
I am home. And I am not alone.
You okay?
Uncle Tom,
And are you okay?
what did you just do?
You've been busy, haven't you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
I got something to talk to you guys about in a minute.
There's a Booski, there's an Arlo, and there's an Avery. And Alice and not a lot of calculus.
Well, the lads have come down to say hello to Kevin, and I cannot believe, after living in this house for 12 years and having this map of the world on the wall for so long, I've only just noticed something.
It's not on right. And it's not on right in the worst place possible. And the reason why I've just noticed this, I was just showing the kids that we are from Manchester, which you can read on the map absolutely fine. But then I was like, wait, why? What the heck is going on with the English? It's not been put in right to the point where the line is going all the way up it cuts the UK in a quarter.
I honestly do not know how that managed to happen in the slightest.
But everywhere going up the seam span has been completely chopped off.
Gotta love things I could have gone my entire life without noticing, because now I'm gonna never not notice it.
Anywho, it's dinner time.
We having pizza tonight. I didn't realise we were at that point of Flavour Town. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna have this honey pepperoni.
But they've got a cheeseburger pizza and it looks really good.
There's more.
And it doesn't taste it.
Next one of the gherkins really starts to kick in. It's like a cheeseburger.
The one with the ham and the
The aftertaste does taste like, the initial taste, not good. Aftertaste,
Cheeseburger sauce.
yeah, it tastes like cheeseburger.
Nice.
Where's those scissors gone, babe?
You know what?
That does actually taste like a cheeseburger pizza.
Drop the crust on.
Alright.
Get that child off our car. Get that child off our car. Don't you dare teach her to run up it.
I would say it was nice to see you, but
See you tomorrow.
it was lovely to see you. Bye-bye. They're gone. Wow, yeah, don't even know what to say about today's vlog. When I usually send over my footage to Orion of like what my day consists of, on average, 30-minute vlog, 30-minute vlog is usually like 200 clips. When I sent these video files that your faces are seeing right now to Orion, there was 88. Not something that I'm particularly proud of, but there was an incident, not an incident, there was an instance in this vlog that required me going to the bank. I couldn't film any of it, and it took over like 3.5 hours. So even like setting up like, hey, I'm going to the bank, which I filmed, I was in the bank for that long and it all took that much time that by the time I left, it was just pointless me even saying I was going to the bank because I couldn't film any of it because it was so completely private. But yeah, talk about how to lose your day 101. All I can do is massively apologise. I'm really sorry. It's just one of them. Like, we've got the stuff that we're trying to do down with the trees. We've had some other setbacks with some planning stuff. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm in this limbo. Again, I know I've talked about it. This limbo of just like waiting for big projects to kick off. You know, the remove of the old barns, the starting of the house next door. There's like some work that we've got going in the house. You know, we've got the new barns to build. There's just so much. And we're just stuck in this phase of waiting. So I'm kind of finding these little projects, you know, like with Joe and the new trees along the front. 'Cause it's just something to do in the meantime. Yeah, there's little bits of tidying up you can do, but I want to make progress on like sort of a grand scale, and then an even grander scale when we get the big projects going. But yeah, things take time, and unfortunately appointments at the bank take a lot more time. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, sorry for today's being a short one. However, I'm going to drop something on you. There's an adventure happening. And I know the vlogs have been short the past few days, but I think Monday's video is indeed going to end up being a bit more of a proportionate video that you are expecting on this channel. Again, videos are only supposed to be like 5-10 minutes long. No, they're not. No, 15 to 20 minutes long. That's how long the videos are supposed to be. So when you see one that's like, you know, half an hour, that's a long video. When you see one that's 45 minutes, that's a really long video. And when it's 3 hours, that's just a mega vlog. There's no getting it twisted. 3 hours is an absolute mega vlog, but there's going to be a nice juicy video ready for your faces next Monday. That is as long as I have internet where I'm going to be, so I'm just going to leave you on that one. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the next weekday vlog, where hopefully we'll make some progress in this next new day where the sun is shining and I'm just absorbing it as much as I can. So sorry for the short one, but all I can say is this is my life. These sort of things happen, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Much love, and adios.